Hi, Samantha. Thank you for your question. So when you're evaluating expressions that are inside absolute value bars, what you want to figure out is if, let me grab my pointer, is if the value inside the bars is positive or negative. And then depending on whether it's positive or negative, it will help you to to evaluate the expression. So for instance, I'm just going to come over to this side. If the value inside of the absolute bars is positive, then you're just going to remove the bars and leave the expression as is. So don't do anything to it. If the value inside the positive bars is negative, then what you're going to do is you're going to remove the absolute value bars and change them into parentheses and then put a negative on the outside. That negative is then going to change any of the signs inside the expression to an opposite number. So for instance, if you had pi minus 5, pi minus 5 is a negative number, then the expression becomes negative pi plus 5. But that's only if the value inside the absolute value is negative. So if it's negative, take away the absolute value bars, substitute in the parentheses and put a negative in front of it, and then re-evaluate the expression with that negative number in front of the parentheses. And that negative is going to be applied to everything within the parentheses. So the pi becomes negative and the negative 5 becomes positive. So let's go back to the first question you had here. So your question was, why is this positive? Well, we have we have the inside the absolute value bars, we see that square root of 3 is 1.7. And when we take 1.7 and we subtract 1 from it, we get 0.7, which is a positive number. And that's why this expression then stays the same as square root of 3 minus 1, because the number is a positive number. Now in B, inside the absolute value bars, you have 2 minus pi. Well, 2 minus 3.14 is going to give us a negative number. And that negative number is negative 1.14. So that's what is the value inside of the absolute value bars. So when we rewrite this expression without the absolute value bars, we're going to remove them, put a negative on the front. That's going to give us negative 2 plus pi, because that negative is applied to everything inside of the parentheses. So the positive 2 becomes negative 2, and then negative pi becomes positive pi. Now when you rewrite this, you always want to write the pi first and then the number, just like this right here, because that is the proper form, the proper mathematical, grammatical form of rewriting the expression is with the symbol first and then the number. So I hope that helps to clarify how you know if the value inside of the absolute value bar is positive or negative. Let me know if this helps, and if not, we can keep on trying. Thanks. Bye for now.